my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our One Yard Wednesday. Hi everyone, and thank you for being here. Happy New Year to all. This is our show where we give you fantastic fabrics for amazing prices, and today's show is no different. It's extra big. So make sure you say hi to our producer, Mr. HP.
Yeah, hi everybody.
And we appreciate you being here, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook. Make sure you like our page and subscribe to our channel. And if you know somebody that would appreciate these great prices on fabrics, make sure you share it with your friends. Now, all of our fabrics that we're showing today will be live after the show with the sale prices. So just sit back, relax, and watch the show with us, hang out with us. Nothing is going to go away until the show is over. So how are you doing today on this first day of the year, Mr.
Oh, boy.
HP?
I had a gig last night.
Yeah, you were playing last night.
Played last night. It was a nice little jazz set at Jazz Club.
Yeah, it was a really fun night.
Bringing the year.
Yes,
Yeah.
so here we are, kicking off the year with some wonderful fabric, surrounded with fabric. That's how we want to start something. They always say on the first day of the year, do something that you really want to do for the rest of the year. So make sure you get some sewing done, at least touch some great fabric.
Touch it.
So let's talk about the quilts on the set. Behind me, I have June, and Mr. HP, you have one behind you. That one is Helena.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful.
You want to show the colors?
So both of these, yeah, we'll talk about these quilts later on, but both of these quilts, of course, would look great in some of the fabrics I'm going to be showing you. But I have a question.
Sneak up on me.
I guess we're a little rusty here on the first day of the
One
year.
Yard Wednesday is a little different.
It is early. But here's my question. Do you have a ritual, a New Year's ritual for your sewing space? And I ask that because it's always good to start off fresh. So one of the things that I like to do, just beyond cleaning up and making my space ready for lots of sewing in the new year, I actually like to go through my inventory. So look at my fabrics that I have, make sure they're all folded up and organized by size, and then I look at my basics. So I take notes of, am I missing some variety in certain colors? Is there a color that I'm missing? And I just make mental notes to stock up on those basics so I'm set for all the sewing I want to do throughout the year. So let us know in the comments if you have any rituals for your sewing space in the new year. When you kick off the new year, we'd love to hear about it.
Quick cleanup.
Quick cleanup, a quick one. I like that. Get to the sewing, get to the fun faster. But let's take a look at our amazing fabrics today. So we have a huge variety today because normally we only do a few SKUs. These are all 1 yard cuts. You're in for a real treat today because, as many of you know, at GE Designs we carry large selections of basics in 1 yard cuts all the time throughout the year, which gives you a quantity discount every day. So with a new year, we are cleaning out too. There are certain lines that are discontinuing. We won't be able to reorder them, so we wanted to give you the opportunity to buy those up, and so we make room for fresh and new. So these fabrics are going to be probably in lesser quantities than normal, so various quantities. So just sit back and relax, and you'll find all of those in the discounted prices right after the show. We're starting off with a favorite, and that is our Bumbleberries, made by Louis and Irene. So I am going to just show you here the colors. I'm not going to spread them out because we have so many. So Bumbleberries is going to continue, no worries, but there are some colors that are not continuing on. So we have those colors here. So this one is called Soft Terracotta. So a nice burnt orange, but a little bit lighter than most burnt oranges. So I really like that. We have Khaki, a really nice kind of a willowy brown color. We have mustard, and this one is kind of has a greenish hue to that gold color. We have biscotti. Really no other way to describe this, but biscotti kind of really defines it. So it's kind of a little bit of a pink hue, a light tannish brown. And then we have a beautiful Bella pink, a nice light pink. And as you can see, what we love about the Bumbleberries is the differences in shade. We have the lightest to the darkest, so there's lots of variety. Then we have mushroom. Now this one has a light lavender hue to it, so it's brown with just a little bit of lavender, as you can see. And so if you put this with purple, it's going to be more purple. And then if you put this with browns, it's going to show more brown. Really love colors like that. Then we have Christmas green, a nice bright green, emerald, bright green. We have Halloween orange. So this one is a little bit deeper. I would say it's still kind of on the rusty side versus a bright orange, but I really like this tone, have used it a lot. We have soft yellow, a nice light buttery yellow. And we have mid gray. This one I, again, used a lot too because it's a perfect light medium gray, so great for backgrounds and such. Then we have another beautiful color. This is warm brown. This one also has that purplish hue to it, but as you can see, it's darker than this one, but it's really a beautiful color. So put this with plums and purples and it's gonna really take on that color. We have a bright yellow. This is called Sunburst. Really hard to find sometimes are those really bright yellows, so this is a great color for that. Let me scoot over. We got a few more. Here's another gorgeous color. This is Purple Berry. So nice and juicy purple-ish plum color. And then we have Milk Chocolate. Really love this. I wouldn't say that this is the color of milk chocolate because this has a lot more red in it. But I really love this kind of a brick red. And speaking of red, let's do a Ladybird red. So nice bright red, has a little bit of orange hue undertone to it, but really like this one. And then I'm gonna sneak this one in here. It is not a Bumbleberries, but it is similar. This is Jot Dot in the gold. We actually just found a few of these. We have been out of Jot Dot for a while, but I'm gonna sneak it in here. Jot Dot gold, a really nice deep gold color. So these are our Bumbleberries. I am going to scoot them up here. Let's just scoot them out of the way because we're gonna move on to our next collection. And that is, we have just a few colors of Pixel, which is by Moda Fabrics, designed by Ruby Star. So we have 3 colors in Pixel. This is Pixel Playful, nice pink. And what's fun about the Pixel, it has all the squares. It's like pixelated, but they're uneven. And then there's little pops of a different color. So there's little red squares. I don't know if you can see that, but beautiful pink color. And then we have Earth. This is a really great kind of a cinnamon rust color. So goes well with that Halloween orange. And earth color, we have a little bit of hot pink squares in there, if you can see it, but really a cool color. And the third and final Pixel is the Tangerine Dream, a kind of a nice peachy color with some aqua little squares in it. Next up is a beautiful collection that I'm going to be sad to see go from Dear Stella. This is Dash Flow. Dash Flow we've had for a long time. I really love it. It has a nice flowy texture. There's always a main color and then there's either light or dark texture of the pattern. So as you can see, just kind of this dashy flowy dashes. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's called that. Starting with this beautiful sage green color. This is Meadow. And then we have dash flow in the peach. We have Violet, a nice lavender color. So wouldn't necessarily call this violet. We have Wheat, which is a nice dark cream texture with lighter dashes. We have Grape. Again, I wouldn't maybe call this grape because this is more of a, on the lavender side, purplish lavender, but a beautiful, beautiful color because it has a lot more blue in it. We're going to scoot this even further so we make more room. And then we have Dash Flow in the Blueprint. I really love this dark navy color. Really great for backgrounds. We have Clay, which is a nice kind of a dusty rose color. And then we have Marzipan. This is more on the cream side. Nice cream, nice for backgrounds. Dash Flow Marzipan. And final Dash Flow is Dash Flow in the Conch. So this is another medium pink, really versatile color. Have used this one a lot as well. From Dear Stella, we also have a couple of prints from what they call cross stitch. So you can see that there is just a little bit of a pattern, lighter pattern, cross stitch pattern. This is called Apricot, this beautiful soft yellow. And then we have cross stitch in the Fiesta, beautiful pinkish red color that works really well with a lot of different things. So there we are for the Dear Stella offerings. I'm going to remove the top one. Don't worry, we'll review this later. And scoot our Dear Stella up here. And the next collection I want to show you is also Dear Stella. Sorry, this is a Dear Stella too. And that is our Moonscape. A really nice dots, irregular dots, but so this is a directional print, but it's the direction is actually across the selvage to selvage, so it's really nice. I've used this a lot for bindings and little borders. You can cut it on the diagonal, makes a really cool binding. This color is called Flax. Nice, kind of a soft gold. We have Capri, a nice light blue, but has a nice brightness to it. We have Moonscape Eclipse. This is a navy with white dots on it. So some of the dots are going to be white, and then most other times they're just a lighter color of the actual main color. Just like here, this is Dresden, a really beautiful, deep, bright blue. And then we have Crimson, another orangey red. Really like this one. We have a baby blue called Starlight, baby blue with white. And a gorgeous lime chartreuse, nice bright green. Then we have a Shadow. This is a beautiful warm gray color. And we have a couple of more. We've got Moonscape in the Coral, so another peachy pink color, light peach. And finally, our last Moonscape is Marigold. So another beautiful gold that has just a tad bit lighter color in the dots. So Moonscape offerings, lots of great colors there. So moving on to our we have 3 more collections. Like I told you, there's a lot to see today. So we're going to start. This one is called Seeds, and this is by Free Spirit Fabrics. You'll see that there's a base color, and then we have little white dashes in it. Really fun print and really good to incorporate into many, printed collections. So this color, this beautiful pink is called Carnation. Then we have a nice orange called Tangerine. Beautiful hue. We have a baby blue. This is called Sky, Seeds Sky. And you can see with all these beautiful basics how easy it is to build up a collection or put together a group of colors that would work for a quilt. This is Cappuccino, a beautiful medium brown. We have a brighter cobalt color. This is called Cobalt blue with some white on it. Then we have a nice green. This is called Grass. Perfect name for that color. We have black. This is called Charcoal. It's not a pure black. You can see there's a little bit of a blue hue to it, but a really nice color that I've used this one quite a bit. Then we have a bright orange, just called Orange. Really nice. So now we're going to make more room for more seeds. Just going to move these out of the way. We'll take a look at them again later. We have a very nice soft pink called Cotton Candy. Perfect name for that color. We have Seeds in the Smoke. This is a kind of a pure gray, I would say, a little bit on the darker side, but not too dark. We have Cherry, a nice dark red. And this is the only one that has reverse coloring. So we have black dashes. It's called Dove. So a kind of a light gray. It has almost white, but you can see a little bit of gray hue to it. And then with the black specks. We have Butter, a nice brighter yellow. I wouldn't call this butter yellow, but it's a nice bright yellow. And a medium gray here. This is called Fog. So really a beautiful, just a pure gray. Doesn't have any other hue to it. And then last but not least, this is Seeds in the Craft. So a dark, kind of a darker cream, but very warm cream color. Nice. So that is our seeds. Lots of great colors there. We have, 15 colors. So moving on to another collection from Free Spirit. And this is a treat because this is a Tim Holtz basic called Cracked Shadow. And really a great texture. I think I may have to open one up just to show you. So this bright pink color is called Tourmaline. So these prints have this kind of illegible script on it. So not quite, it is a little bit of typography, and then it has these big crackle textures and a little variety in the color. So these are really pretty, and we have a few colors for you. So Tourmaline is this one. Let me see if I can get this back here. There we go. And then we have Amethyst, a beautiful shade of purple. Gorgeous deep navy. This is called La Peace. And this one I've used a lot. This beautiful kind of a yellowish red. Has a little orange hue to it. It's called Jasper, that color name. Gorgeous green. Aventurine is the name of the color. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We have a light blue called Moonstone. And a nice brown called Granite. So there's a lot of gray in it, but has that warmth of the brown. Then we have a beautiful, this is called Carnelian. So kind of a medium orange, not too dark, not too light. It's really great. We have Cracked Shadow in the Celestine. This is a nice light blue, but has a grayish hue to it, nothing too bright. Let's pop that one up here. And then last but not least, in the Cracked Shadow, Quartz. Now this one has a little bit of a green hue to the cream, I would say. So I would call it cream with a little bit of a greenish hue. So not quite taupe, but really a beautiful, beautiful print. So these are our, I'm going to put this one here, Cracked Shadow and Seeds from Free Spirit. I have one more collection for you, and that is from Andover Fabrics. And that's one I'm very sad to see go. They still have a few colors, but it won't be printed again. That is Spectrastatic. So let's take a look at the Spectrastatics we have available. We have, and Spectrastatic is a nice, pretty much a base, like a solid base, solid color base, and then there's these specks. Sometimes they are white and sometimes they are black. So this is Forever Teal, a beautiful teal color. We have Lunar Stellar. So this one is a gray but has a little bit of a, I would say, lavender undertone, a really beautiful, beautiful hue. Then we have Tawny. So this is a brown that has a lot of gold in it. So not really sure what to describe it with, but it's a very unique color. We have Deep Sea, which is a teal, almost like a sea glass, dark sea glass color. Brick, perfect way to describe this one. This one has white specks on it, but that is a perfect brick color. We have a nice soft buttery yellow. This is Hollyhock. This is the one that is different because it has just light brown specks instead of the black or white. We have Perfect Gray. So a very unique gray again. So this one, as you can see, is almost like my cutting mat. We have a beautiful bright turquoise, just called turquoise. And a nice, beautiful soft green. This is called Sweet Pea. Dusty Blue describes this color perfectly. And then we have Spearmint, beautiful medium green, hard to find sometimes. And then my favorite that I've used a lot, I'm gonna sad to see this one go, is called Squash. That beautiful kind of a rusty orange, burnt orange. So these are the Spectrastatics. We have 12 different colors of Spectrastatic. So those are all of our collections for today. So next up, I've got a notion. My notion today is our really, really cool find. This we call a pattern stand. So it's almost, I would probably call it like a recipe book stand. What I love about this, it is folds down completely flat. So to take this along to a retreat, to a class is really great because you can fit it right in your bag. In my case, this fits right into my Strabology case, and then you can set it at different angles. So there's ridges here on the back. You can have it really upright or just slightly. You could use this for an iPad. You can use it for a pattern. I love that fact that it allows you to just have a single paper, and then this little handle in the front, you can push this back and it will kind of hold even a single sheet of paper in place. But it's also sturdy enough for a whole book. So it will hold a book. It will even hold the book easily when it's open. So you can have everything at hand right in front of you, set up right by you, by your cutting table. So we really love these. This is our pattern stand. So lots of fabrics to look at today. I think we've already ran our time really far, so I'm not going to go through each and every one. There's so many, so make sure you head on over to our website right after we go off the air and check out those wonderful fabrics. Like I said, there's going to be small quantities of some of them. But these fabrics, of course, are basic, so they're perfect to build up your inventory, to have at hand, to mix into other printed releases and printed collections. And these are going to just be great in anything, whether it is our June quilt hanging behind me or the Helena behind Mr. HP. Yes, they're all going to look great in that. So, of course, our notion today was the beautiful pattern stand. And the collections that we had, the 8 collections I showed you, was Bumbleberries. So maybe I'll just show you one color from each. How about that? Let's do it that way. We'll talk about the collections. So we had Bumbleberries, quite a few colors of Bumbleberries available that are not going to be those colors available anymore. We're still going to carry Bumbleberries. We had one Jot Dot, so let me just throw that one in there. We have 3 colors of the Pixel. Beautiful from Ruby Star by Moda. We have some Dash Flow by Dear Stella. And snuck in there a couple of the cross stitch from Dear Stella. And then our third Dear Stella is the wonderful Moonscape. And then we have a couple of collections from Free Spirit. So we have Seeds that has the white dashes. And then the wonderful Cracked Shadow by Tim Holtz. And then last but not least, we have the Spectrastatic from Andover Fabrics. Lots of colors in each of those prints. So head on over to the website and check it out. So if you want to keep watching us, we have one more show for you this week. We have Happy Friday this coming Friday. That's going to be January 3rd at 12 noon. Interestingly enough, me and Mr. HP are going to be heading out on a cruise ship, and this show will be live from our cruise.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll be able to see lots of quilters in action and how we do it on a cruise
We'll
ship.
see how the internet
Yeah,
works.
we're hoping for the internet, so that'll be good. So I hope you enjoyed our show and see some value in these fabrics. They're going to be great prices, so go ahead and check it out. Thank you for watching. Make sure you head on over to your sewing room, grab your ruler, make something great to start this year off with a great quilting project so that you can continue for the rest of the year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, everybody.